West Bloomfield was recently named an honored community in the E-Cities 2024 project, highlighting its excellence in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business growth. But what does this actually mean to our township in general? Let's go into that a little bit more. Right now, we are being joined by West Bloomfield Township's Supervisor, Mr. Jonathan Warshay. Thank you for being here, Mr. Warshay.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm happy to be here.
And we are happy to have you here. We know you are very busy, so we appreciate that. I just want to talk about this in general. This was a very interesting award and recognition that I saw online. What does this E-Cities 2024 recognition mean for West Bloomfield?
Well, what the award means is they've measured data in 54 Michigan counties. They look at property values, property tax information, governmental assets. This year, they also looked at talent attraction and retention and efforts to support small business. Okay. And 5 stars means that West Bloomfield is strong in this area and leads with best practices.
Nice. First and foremost, congratulations. That's a beautiful thing to know. Small businesses and businesses, they help with our economic growth. They provide jobs and they just make our economy look good. So to be a 5-star ranked city with that or community, it just speaks volumes. And with that, how do you feel like that reflects our overall economic growth over the past 5 years?
Well, the township has certainly had strong economic growth. We work to encourage new businesses and development within the township. We use diversified hiring techniques. We participate with local colleges and universities and even high schools to spark interest in certain high-demand fields such as police and fire. We often pay the training costs for our candidates, and when we do hire, the employees generally stay a long time as we have very competitive salary and benefits in the area.
Okay. So I once again, like I said, I think that speaks to how great not only is our residents in supporting these businesses, but the resources that are provided for our businesses for this growth. Are there any other specific initiatives or policies that you could speak on that actually help West Bloomfield stand out and receive this type of recognition?
I think, in terms of what's going on now, we're working on our master plan as we speak. We started last year the review of the current plan and how we want to proceed. Residents were asked to participate in it a couple months ago. We had an online survey where they could put areas where they wanted to indicate what they wanted to see in those areas, what type of development, what type of businesses. We're mostly built out in the township. We certainly have lakes and woodlands that we're preserving, but the rest of the buildable area is mostly built. So we're concentrating on vacant areas, vacant buildings and properties to attract those businesses.
Great. And I think it's important to make sure that we are giving and doing pretty much anything that we can to make sure that we are retaining these talented professionals. I want to speak on that coming up. With me right here live on The Splash, by the way, West Bloomfield Township Supervisor, Mr. Jonathan Warshay, speaking on West Bloomfield Township recently being named an honored community in the E-Cities 2024 project by University of Michigan Dearborn College of Business, by the way. Now, kind of picking up on the retaining of the talents, how do you feel like West Bloomfield is working to retain and attract these talented individuals who are starting these businesses? And what industry specifically within our economy are you seeing the most growth in?
Well, there was several questions, so I'll try to answer all of them. In terms of attracting them, we do a lot of online sourcing. I assume most communities do that. There's a lot of word of mouth, social media. In fact, I saw someone on one social media app saying she's a recent graduate of the university in criminal justice and she'd love to work in a police department. So I messaged her and said, West Bloomfield is hiring for police, so, please apply. So anything we can do to attract talented candidates, we'll do. Um, we have dispatch, police, and fire paramedics. Those are the areas that all the communities in the area are noticing shortages in. And so we unfortunately have to compete with our neighbors to get the best candidates.
Right. Great point right there. And I like that you're meeting people where they are. Like you said, you even went to social media and just responded to a message just to present that opportunity that is actually going on right here. So great way to reach out and find these talented individuals that are looking for these opportunities as well. AI has been a very trending topic of discussion in business and just in general. The use of AI in economic development recently has been helping a lot of economies and communities grow. How has West Bloomfield leveraged AI or technology in general to help support local businesses?
So we haven't really adopted AI yet. We're certainly looking into that. In my last role, I was a project manager, so I'm working to implement those processes in our IT department to help it deliver services more effectively. It's basically each department is a customer of the IT department, so
Right.
we want to make sure their needs are met. And I'm also working with all of our departments on how our IT department can streamline and improve their operations.
Great, and it's great, and I thank you for being honest about that. Yes, it may not be implemented now, but it's something that we pretty much can't ignore. AI is here, it's here to stay, it's going to continuously grow. So just finding different ways of how can we effectively and efficiently use this to support our government and our local businesses is completely understandable. Thank you for providing that insight with that. And once again, West Bloomfield Township Supervisor, Mr. Jonathan Warshay, just talking about West Bloomfield Township being named an honored community in the E-Cities 2024 project by the University of Michigan Dearborn's College of Business. Just a couple questions before I let you go, Mr. Warshay. I do want to ask just for perspective, right? How does West Bloomfield compare to other communities in Michigan when it comes to job growth and infrastructure and economic growth?
Well, we are one of the top communities for growth, given our size. We keep increasing the number of homes, apartments for residents to move to.
Mm-hmm.
And that certainly drives the demand for services and goods from the businesses. So that helps increase the numbers there. We are also one of the safest communities in the state and one of the most affluent. And those are factors that businesses look at when,
Mm-hmm.
when they're looking where to locate or expand.
And I think that's perfect. Once again, speaks to why we were named one of the honored communities in the 2024 E-Cities project in general. We want to go ahead and let you go, sir, but any additional information that you want to let the community know as far as goals for strengthening West Bloomfield's economy or just anything in general?
Just that our departments are focused on serving the residents and the businesses, and we'll keep working on that and working to make things even better than they are.
And we appreciate everything that you and your office does to help our economy grow and help our community and our local businesses in general. Once again, West Bloomfield Township Supervisor, Mr. Jonathan Warshay. We appreciate you, sir.
Thanks for having me.